Coach Daniel Carter will go this way, leading things off in right field, Deegan Blackner. Batting second, behind the plate again, Davin Orton. Center field, Raider Blomquist will bat third. Batting fourth, the DH, Gabe Robinson. Batting fifth and pitching, Andrew Hollingshead. Batting sixth, second base, Davis Carter. Batting seventh, Kai Anzalone at third base. Batting eighth, David Smith, shortstop. Batting ninth, Tig Blomquist at first base. Running out the lineup, Noah Wolf in left field.
So Andrew Hollingshead working out of the stretch. First pitch misses high and away with the breaking ball to Cannon Barney, who stands in on the right side. So the left-handed throwing Hollingshead, right-handed batting Cannon Barney as the top of the order comes to plate for South Sevier. Barney followed by Peyton Ingram and Biggs Northrup. If they get to the fourth batter this inning, the cleanup hitter is Kenyon Okerlund. Hollingshead bounces that one in front of the plate for ball two and a 2-0 count now to Cannon Barney.
Well, I think it's key, just like they want to try to go deep in the count to Riker Freeman. I think it's imperative for South Sevier to try and do the same thing to whoever's on the mound today.
So a 2-0 hitters count to Barney. Pitch from Hollingshead. That one's going to miss low for ball three, and a 3-0 count now to Barney. Again, Hollingshead, we had about 44 pitches to go today before he's out of pitches. Hollingshead sets. Here's the 3-0 delivery. That one's going to miss low for ball four. Barney was fully expecting a called strike, but misses low, and he'll head to first base on the leadoff base on balls for South Sevier.
Well, I want to thank V6 Media for providing us these monitors and stuff today. Robert, I know you do a better job of keeping track of the pitch count. I get to watching too much, but all I can do is look at the little monitor here. We're good to go.
That's right. Peyton Ingram stands in on the right side as Barney takes a lead at first.
Cannon with 10 stolen bases on the season coming in.
First pitch, swinging line drive into left field for Peyton Ingram. It'll be picked up in left by Noah Wolf. Barney will hold at second, but after four straight balls thrown to Barney, Ingram swings at the first one and drives one into left field.
Well, half the mystery of today is gone. No hitter for the Beavers, so that'll bring up Biggs Northrup, has had a big tournament.
He'll stand in on the right side, does Northrup. Runners will take their lead. Defense playing him pretty well straight up. Center fielder Blomquist is slightly towards left center. His first pitch to Northrup misses high and away for ball one, and Coach Carter is out of the dugout.
Well, he was talking, that Andrew needed to be able to find the strike zone early.
And with the curveball, yeah.
Yeah, and, that curveball wasn't even close, so he's going to take the ball from him.
Yes, he is. So a pitching change coming for the Beavers here in the first inning. No outs, no runs. It's 2 on for South Sevier with Northrup at the plate when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team High, V6 Media, and KSL Sports. Looks like we're going to keep it right here. So we'll stay right here during this pitching change. And so obviously a big move here for Coach Carter. This is a big game. Doesn't like what he's seeing right now.
Yeah, no, it's he said earlier that he wasn't going too long. So they're going to go with Tig Blomquist, it looks like.
Yeah, so he told me he'd likely go with second. And Tig pitched really well against South Sevier earlier this season.
So, he's going to, and we talked about the mystique of the left-hander on the lineup for the South Sevier Rams, so we'll see if that plays into what's going to happen here in the ball game.
Well, as he gets warmed up, we will take the break now here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team High, V6 Media, and KSL Sports.
Dependable truck drivers like you have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. That's why they provide their drivers with state-of-the-art equipment, ongoing training, and reliable, courteous support. Barney Trucking is now hiring Class A CDL drivers with Double's endorsement to help address our exceptional growth throughout Utah. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
Back here at Miller Field at Brigham Young University. So Tig Blomquist takes over on the mound for the Beavers. And they will bring Raider Blomquist in from center field to take over at first base to replace the Tig Blomquist there at first. And I believe they've just moved Hollingshead out to center field.
Yeah, he went out to center field.
Raider traded. So 2 on now with no outs. 1-0 count to Biggs Northrup. First pitch from Blomquist. Misses upstairs for ball 2, and a hitter's count now for Northrup. Northrup in on the right side. Blomquist out of the stretch. 2-0 pitch. That one caught the outside edge, top part of the zone for a called strike. 1, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, and that's going to be imperative. Tig's going to have to come in and do what he wanted Hollingshead to do and hit the strike zone early. Get that curveball working.
Here's the 2-1. That one bounces in front of the plate, kicks away from Orton as he blocked it, and both runners move up a bag on the wild pitch, and it's a 3-1 hitters count for Northrop with 2 runners in scoring position.
Well, they did it yesterday. They struck early, and, they're tough to beat when they strike early. So runners at second and third. Good speed as well at second and third.
Yes, it is.
Big Northrop, he gets down the line good too, so he hits with power, but this turf here, we've seen some funny things happen. You still have to field the baseball. You can't sit back on it all the time, and because that grass, it mimics the real grass field, the infield does here. So you're going to get true hops, but you're still going to have to charge the baseball.
After some equipment malfunction for Orton at catcher, they've traded his mask out to try to get that squared away. That's the delay in the action here at Brigham Young University. Barney at third, Ingram at second. 3-1 pitch to Northrop on the outside edge for a called strike 2 and a full count.
Good spot there from Tyg Blomqvist.
Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging a foul tip as Northrop just got a piece of it to stay alive.
Yeah, just a piece is an understatement.
So count remains full. The pitch from Blomqvist. Swung on, chopper to the left side. Going to go off the glove of Anzalone down the left field line. 1 run comes in. Ingram rounds third. He's going to score. And Northrop strolls into second, standing up. South Sevier strikes first, 2-0 here in the top of the first inning.
Yeah, good job there. He just put the bat on the ball. He didn't try to do too much with it. And third baseman Kai Anzalone just couldn't handle it.
So first error of the ball game. No, they just ruled out a hit on the board, Willie. So hit down the line.
Well,
so it'll be a 2-run double for Biggs Northrop as they rule it. So that'll bring Kenyon Okerlund to the plate. First pitch misses low and away, ball 1. I'm sure Biggs Northrop will take the double and the two RBIs.
Yeah, sure he will.
Out of the stretch, pitch from Blomqvist, swung on, slow chopper to the left side, going to stay fair, picked up by Orton, throw to first is not in time, as Okerlund beats it out, the throw to third, not in time as they try to backdoor Northrop, and runners on the corners for the Rams with a 12-foot single from Kenyon Okerlund.
There you go. Kenyon Okerlund, we talked about the speed, speed on the bases, and he stole 22 bases, so right now he's a danger to go with Cameron Hesse stepping up.
No outs here in the top of the first inning. 2-0 South Sevier leads. Runners on the corners for Cameron Hesse, who's second on the team in batting average, coming in at .438. He had an inside-the-park home run yesterday like Ingram did in day 1.
Yes, he did. Tradition. Or repetition, I guess what I meant to say.
First pitch swinging, flies this one into right field. Coming in and moving over is Blackner. Settles underneath it and makes the play. That'll be deep enough for Northrop as he comes in to score. On the RBI fly out from Hesse, make it 3-0 South Sevier.
First out, yep, and a 3-0 ball game already. Another RBI for Cameron Hesse.
Barney holds at first for South Sevier as Jagger Red comes to the plate, and talking to you guys, or listening to you guys yesterday, big hit for Jagger at the end of that game to try to get him going.
Yep, Jagger's real strength of this team is the glove of his at first base, but yeah, it's a positive when he can come up big with the bat as well.
Ground ball to the right side, filtered by Carter at second, flip to second in time, throw to first in time for the 4-6-3 double play, and Beaver gets out of it with a double play to end the threat, but South Sevier strikes first as they get 3 runs in the inning. They do so on 3 hits in the inning, and no errors committed by Beaver in the process, and no runners left on base. Through 1/2 inning of play, it is South Sevier 3, Beaver 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team High, V6 Media, and KSL Sports.
Why search far and wide for top quality auto parts when they're just around the corner at Bose Auto Parts in Beaver and Mount Pleasant? Did you know your local CarQuest dealer offers the best selection of parts for any vehicle? With 5 locations, Bose Auto Parts provides the best in hard work, integrity, and excellence. So support your community and student athletes in this year's state basketball tournaments with Bose Auto Parts, your local choice for quality and service, conveniently located in Beaver and Mount Pleasant.
The City of Monroe is proud to have its own power company and to support South Sevier athletics. Monroe City Power delivers nice, bright lights for every South Sevier athletic event at home. Having a public power company enables Monroe City to provide community improvements that could not be afforded otherwise while keeping rates down at the same time. The City of Monroe and Monroe City Electric Department are proud of their South Sevier Rams and wish them well in all endeavors.
Expecting a bundle of joy? Beaver Valley Hospital's new maternity wing is your local haven for life's special deliveries. Combining cozy comfort with top-tier technology, they bring big city medical excellence to the heart of Beaver with that small-town touch Beaver Valley Hospital is known for. Their full-service community hospital is your health partner from inpatient care, emergency, surgical, maternity, physical therapy, home health, and hospice. Beaver Valley Hospital is proud to support Beaver High School.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people, and many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years, and there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Back here at Brigham Young University, Robert Lovell with you alongside Willie Akers as we go to the bottom of the first inning with South Sevier leading Beaver 3-0 in this one-loss semifinal game. And the Beavers will bring the top of the order, Deegan Blackner, Davin Orton, and Raider Blomquist to the plate this inning. If they get to the fourth batter, the cleanup hitter is Gabe Robinson. Riker Freeman on the mound for South Sevier has a quick 1-1 count to Blackner after he missed high with the breaking ball and swinging a miss on a fastball. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
There we go.
Yeah, you lost your hearing?
Yeah, I lost my hearing.
Strike 2 there to Blackner makes it a 1-2 count.
And that's scary at my age when something like that happens. You don't know if it's a real incident or if it's technology.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's swung on and fouled back to the softball field as Blackner stays alive.
Yeah, it's going to be imperative that Riker Freeman can get that curveball over. I mean, he's got good velocity, but you got to have that pitch. Keep him off balance.
1-2 misses high and away for ball 2 to Blackner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Freeman working out of the windup. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball, swung on, ground ball back of the middle, moving over as Brindley fields it with a backhand. Throw to first is in time for the 4-3 ground out and the first out of the inning.
And that's big, getting the first out like that. You know, you get that under the belt, you can kind of hear the team just the big deep breath, settle down, ready to go again.
That'll bring Davin Orton to the plate now for the Beavers as he stands in on the right side.
Davin, a .347 hitter, a home run, 17 runs driven in.
First pitch, a breaking ball, misses up and away for ball 1. So isn't quite getting the tight.
No, not getting right over that front leg.
1-0 pitch in there for a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nothing wrong with his fastball, though.
So 1-1 count. Orton stands back in on the right side. Nobody on base, 1 out. The 1-1 pitch from Freeman. Misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, there's where that tailing fastball, tailing away from the right-handers, worked against him there. He's trying to hit that corner, and it just worked its way right out of the strike zone.
There's the 2-1 delivery. Swing and a foul tip for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I was telling Nolan yesterday, the umpire running that ball out there, I'd let him do it one time and I was catching. I'd say from now on, you hand the ball to me, I get it to my pitcher.
I think that ball hit off of his shoulder. I think that was his way of
that might be
walking it off.
But it happened yesterday a couple times with the blue back there, and I just told Nolan that don't happen.
Yeah, I think it was more of a I got to walk this off after that hit me in the shoulder.
Yeah.
I think Freeman was ready to pitch, and the umpire wasn't even back behind the plate.
Yesterday
so
we had a couple
him.
box called for putting the hands to your mouth and not wiping it off. So I think he gave him 1 warning.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball just stays up for ball 3 and a full count now to Orton.
Yeah, we had back-to-back box. What pitcher was it, Nolan? Do you remember? They had the back-to-back box for going to his mouth on the mound.
Here's the 3-2 payoff pitch to Orton. Swung on, ground ball to the right side, off the glove of Red into right field. Picked up by Barney, and Davin Orton is on base with 1 out for the Beavers.
Yeah, it was Orton yesterday that got a little confused.
And they're going to call that one a hit as well. Will the official score here at Miller Field. So Orton comes through with a 1-out single.
Well,
they're nicer than we are.
They ain't going to get no hit, yeah.
So that will bring Raider Blomquist to the plate now for the Beavers.
So one part of the mystery of baseball is gone for the day. No-hitters. Raider Blomquist comes up 5-16 to lead the team. 2 home runs, 25 runs driven in.
He stands it on the right side. First pitch from Freeman. Swung on. High pop up to the left side. Houston Blake at shortstop calls for it. Drifts in. Now drifts back out and makes the play for out number 2. A P6 for Blomquist. Pop up to the shortstop for the second out of the inning.
Okay, we'll get it out of the way. Every position on the field's got a number. Pitcher 1, catcher 2. First to third is 3, 4, 5. Your shortstop 6. Outfield left to right 7, 8, 9. So there's your P6. Pop up to the shortstop.
Gabe Robinson stands on the left side now for the Beavers, and as he does, you see the whole South Sevier field shift, playing him pole.
I think with Riker Freeman, you're going to want to stay, though, kind of straight up with him.
First pitch on the inside edge, strike 1.
That left-hand matchup.
Home plate umpire looks to the Beaver dugout, letting him know that he's not going to take it today. I'm assuming they didn't like the call.
It's a shenanigan-free day as far as the umpire's concerned.
And you look at Robinson, and his back foot is on the line that's closest to home plate. He gets in there tight. 0-1 pitch, swung on and fouled back to the screen, strike 2.
Had a good cut on the fastball there from Riker Freeman. Got multiple camera angles here today. B6 Media does a great job spreading some things out here.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first here for the Beavers. Bottom 1, South Sevier leads 3-0.
We think the chances are a curveball right here. He's had a little trouble getting it over.
Next pitch, swung on, deep fly ball to right field. Barney drifts back, looks like he has a bead, and makes the play at the warning track for out number 3. An F9 for Robinson for the third out of the inning. He put a charge into it, but it falls short for out number 3 as the Beavers get a runner on but do not score. No runs on 1 hit, no errors by South Sevier, and 1 runner left on base through 1 complete. It is South Sevier 3, Beaver 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team High, V6, and KSL Sports.
This is more than just a job. It's a mission of caring. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. Beginning in 1932, we've been standing ready to serve our communities with trust, quality, and knowledge. And most of all, human connections.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Brent Stapley is right here in Beaver to help you select the right protection at the right price. Brent will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Brent Stapley, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing affordable, compassionate health care for the residents of Beaver and Iron counties. Their hometown doctors and providers grew up in Beaver County, so they understand and care about the patients in their small town communities. They offer services from OB care, pediatrics, preventative exams for children and adults, acute illness, and many other services. You'll appreciate the professional services of skilled professionals with that hometown doctor feel at Beaver Medical Clinic.
Back here, Brigham Young University, as we go to the top of the second inning in a 3-0 ball game. South Sevier leads Beaver, and the Rams bring the 7-8-9 batters to the plate this inning. Brace Brindley, Riker Freeman, and Houston Blake. If they get to the fourth batter, that's Cannon Barney. And Ty Blomquist has an 0-2 count on Brindley. Next pitch, swung on, fouled back to the screen as Brindley battles to stay alive.
Well, I got a question for you. When was the last time you saw a left-handed battery?
Yeah, not very often. I guess Delta when Waylon Crane was pitching to Dustin Lovell.
That's it. Well, only you would remember that because you got family behind the plate. So. But that is correct. Now you mentioned it, I can remember that. We had a little fun with it that day as well.
0-2 breaking ball, misses up for ball 1.
Brace Brindley had a big tournament. Came in under 200, now lifted that average. Under 300, now lifted that average of 324. 18 driven in.
And he's hit it hard, not just getting...
Ain't been the bleeders either.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, line drive back of the middle. Another good hit from Brindley as he drops it down in front of Hollingshead in left field.
Are you a new
goal for South Sevier?
Yep, just took the pitch where it was pitched and hit it right back up the middle.
So that will bring Riker Freeman to the plate now with a runner on first and no outs here in the top of the second inning.
Riker, 313 hitter coming into the day. 5 home runs, 25 runs driven in. Brace Brindley, 3 stolen bases on the season.
Freeman stands in on the left side as Brindley takes about a 2-step lead at first. First pitch, big swing and a miss, strike one. Blomquist worked quick on that one.
Riker's been hitting the ball hard. He's just been hitting it at people.
The 0-1 pitch, swung on, deep fly ball to left center field. Hollingshead on his horse, drifts back, looks at it, and makes the play for out number 1. An F8 for Freeman for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, well, that one went just about as far as it could go. 402 sign out there, so that probably went 380.
Yeah. So that brings the plate now. Houston Blake with 1 out and 1 on here in the top of the second. Blake in on the right side as Brindley takes about a 2.5 step lead at first.
Houston,
first pitch, breaking ball, misses low and away, ball 1.
Houston, the 246 hitter coming in. 13 runs driven in.
Brindley again takes his lead. Blomquist out of the stretch, 1-0 pitch. Misses outside, ball 2, and a hitter's count now for the number 9 hitter for South Sevier.
Yeah, and Blomquist does a good job of holding people on. Goes to that slide step from the stretch.
2-0, misses outside, ball 3. Orton out of his crouch, ready to throw down to first, but just kind of looking back, Brindley to the bag. Blomquist sets, 3-0 pitch. Misses for ball 4. Again, another one where Blake was expecting strike to be called, but he draws the 4-pitch base on balls. He heads to first. Brace Brindley moves into scoring position at second with the top of the order coming up and 1 out.
Yep, that brings us to Cannon Barney, 346, a home run, 25 runs driven in. Already been on base of balls and scored the first run for South Sevier back in the first inning.
Takes a sign from Coach Baker and stands it on the right side.
On a hit from Biggs Northrop.
Runners take their lead. First pitch from Blomquist. That one's in there on the outside half for a called strike 1. Here's the 0-1 delivery to Barney. Caught the outside edge for a called strike 2. I just noticed on the board, really, they changed that hit of Davin Orton's to an air on South Sevier, so they have officially changed that one.
Okay, well, I'll have to go back and find that one.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses way outside for ball 1.
Didn't give the numbers on Tag Blomquist. Came in with a 5.36 ERA in 15 2/3 innings. 22 strikeouts, just 4 based on balls.
1-2 count here. Next pitch. Swung on by Barney. Diving stop by Blomquist as he makes the catch on the line. What a play by Raider Blomquist at first base and doubles up Brindley at second for out number 3. Raider Blomquist flashing the leather at first, and the Beavers hold the Rams scoreless in inning number 2. So no runs on 1 hit in the inning. No errors committed by Beaver, and 1 runner left on base through 1.5 innings of play. It is South Sevier 3, Beaver 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, V6 Media, Centricom Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Are you a new CDL license holder? If so, Barney Trucking would like to train and pay you to become a world-class truck driver on state-of-the-art equipment. They also provide you with reliable, courteous support, a fantastic wage, paid holidays, solid benefits, home daily schedules, paid time off, an excellent safety record, and respect. Dependable truck drivers have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. Start your outstanding career by applying today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
In the fast-paced world we live in, every second counts. Whether it's staying productive in your home office or enjoying entertainment with no buffering. With CentraWave from Centricom, experience ultra-fast, next-generation, reliable internet that keeps your whole family connected. CentraWave by Centricom. Fast, reliable, everywhere. Get connected today. Visit www.centracom.com/CentraWave or call 1-800-427-8449.
Right back to the action here at BYU as the Beavers bring the 5, 6, and 7 batters to the plate here in the bottom of the second inning. Andrew Hollingshead, Davis Carter, and Kai Anzalone. If they get to the fourth batter, that is David Smith. Riker Freeman on the mound for South Sevier has a 1-1 count on Hollingshead. As Hollingshead bat stands on the left side, facing the left-handed throwing Freeman.
275, a home run, and 19 RBIs coming in.
1-1 pitch. Going to drop off low for ball 2 in the dirt, 2-1 count.
Well, even though it was a ball, it was a better-looking curveball than he's thrown so far today. Had the good sharp break on it. It actually was in a pretty good location.
2-1 pitch. Fastball stays low for ball 3, and a hitter's count now for Hollingshead.
Riker talking to himself.
He works out of the windup. 3-1 pitch. This is low for ball 4, and Hollingshead draws the leadoff walk for Beaver.
Okay, the first walk given up thus far by Riker Freeman. Came in for the 2.24 ERA in 43 2/3, 51 base on balls, 28 walks.
Freeman now working out of the stretch. First pitch to Carter. He's swinging a foul tip, strike 1.
Yeah, Coach Carter mentioned he'd like to see Davis Carter get hot.
The 0-1 delivery, swung on, line drive, gonna get down for a base hit in left field. Hollingshead rounds second, on his way to third. Roberts is up, and Hollingshead will come in standing up. So it's a single for Davis Carter for the first hit of the game for the Beavers. Runners on the corners with no outs here in the bottom of the second.
Yep, second hit in the ball game for the Beaver. Well, no, it'll be the first hit. Yep. They took it away from Wharton. So, runners at first and third with nobody out.
So it brings Kai Anzalone to the plate now for Beaver. He stands in on the right side.
Kai came into the ball game 364, 21 runs driven in, but his average has dropped a little bit in the tournament. Coach mentioned that. Like to see him get hot as well.
First pitch breaking ball, stays up for ball 1. Of course, on the Beaver side of things, they've also got their softball team playing in this same game today. They lead Duchesne 3-1 in the top of the second inning.
Davis Carter, 9 stolen bases on the season, so he's a threat.
Getting a little bigger lead there at first base. 1-0 pitch, swung on, line drive, and over the glove of Houston Blake at short. It just popped down for a base hit, and the Beavers are on the board as Hollingshead scores on the RBI bloop single from Kai Anzalone.
Yeah, he didn't try to do too much with it, just put the bat on the ball and let the ball work for itself. Just over the jump of Houston Blake.
So a walk followed by back-to-back singles for the Beavers, and it puts the tying run on base in a 3-1 ball game with no outs, and David Smith coming to the plate.
25 pitches for Riker. We're midway through the second inning.
Smith stands in on the right side.
Nobody out, men at first and second.
Checks the runners. First pitch to Smith. This is outside, ball 1.
David Smith came in 397, a home run, 20 runs driven in.
Freeman again comes set. 1-0 pitch. On the outside edge for a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good location there from Riker Freeman.
At second base is Davis Carter dancing off the bag. Here's the 1-1 delivery. This is upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now to David Smith.
Yeah, just not able to get on top of that curveball so far in the ball game.
Runners will again take their lead. Anzalone at first, Carter at second for Beaver. There's the 2-1 delivery. He'll square to bunt, pull it back. Ball 3 is in the dirt. Freeman blocks it. Runners take off, and they're going to move up as they didn't initially take off, and Ingram was unable to have a chance to throw at him as they took off late.
Well, yeah, you had a batter standing in the batter's box, and that ball was just it had the batter right between him and what he would have done at third base. Probably a smart play just to eat the baseball.
So 2 in scoring position now for Beaver with a 3-1 hitters count to David Smith. Freeman comes set out of the stretch. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, fly ball down the right field line. Will go foul and get out of play for strike 2 and a full count.
Yep, just hitting where it was pitched. Fastball away. He went away with it.
With no outs in the inning, Coach Baker keeping South Sevier defensively straight up. With 2 runners in scoring position. And a full count. Here's the payoff pitch to Smith. Swung on, he fouls this one up to the right side. Jagger Red giving chase.
No,
and it's going to get to the seats as David Smith battles to stay alive.
Yeah, that'll be the 7th pitch in the at-bat to David Smith. We mentioned that. Quality at-bats don't always end in a base hit. And with the Riker Freeman out there, that was one of the strategies, was try to get him deep.
3-2 again. Curveball swung on and fouled back to the seats again, right near our cameras, as Smith continues to battle.
Yeah, and, I was thinking probably not a very good chance of a ball getting up this high, but that and what hit 10, 15 feet in front of us.
Yep.
So it did get over that net.
So count remains full. Freeman again sets. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. Smith with 3 foul balls since the full count.
Be the 9th pitch in the at-bat.
So he continues to battle. Davis Carter stands at third. Cayenne's alone at second. No outs here in the bottom of the second inning. South Sevier leading 3-1, but Beaver threatening. Count remains full. Freeman sets again. The payoff pitch again. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And a big fist pump from Riker Freeman as he gets Smith to go down swinging for the first out of the inning and first strikeout of the game.
Yeah, his first strikeout couldn't come at a bigger spot. Now he's got a left-on-left matchup with Tag Blomqvist, so got to feel good about that. Tag Blomqvist comes in 278 with 5 runs driven in.
Takes a sign from Coach Carter down the third baseline, the number system sign, so he's got to look at his wrist after getting the sign. He stands on the left side.
I'm going to get Apple Watches and let it talk to you.
Freeman checks the runners. First pitch to Blomqvist, swung on, bloop to the left side, and Okerlund is there at third to make the play for out number 2, a P5 for Blomqvist. Bob to the third baseman for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, good pitch. Just got it in on his hands.
That'll bring Deegan Blackner to the plate now with 2 outs and 2 on in scoring position for the Beavers. 1 run across in the inning. South Sevier leads 3-1.
Deegan grounded out on a slam bam 4-3 put out back in the first inning.
He's in on the right side here. First pitch. Misses high for ball 1.
36th pitch for Riker Freeman. We're just in the second inning.
Through 16 in the first, Beavers have made him labor here in the second. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, popped up in the infield, and who's going to call for it? Jagger Red will, and make the play on in foul territory for out number 3. A P3 for Blackner, and Freeman gets out of the jam, but the Beavers are on the board as they get 1 run in the inning. They do so on 2 hits, no errors by South Sevier, and 2 runners left on base through 2 innings of play. It is South Sevier 3, Beaver 1 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, V6 Media, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is your local employee-owned and operated solution for plumbing, heating and cooling, waterworks, agricultural irrigation, landscaping irrigation, power equipment, pumps, tools, and safety. Discover the difference a knowledgeable and friendly staff can make for you. With thousands of products and brands you know and trust, Mountain Land Supply has what you need when you need it. Call, click, or come into Mountain Land Supply of Richfield and let us help you move mountains.
We're back here at Miller Field at Brigham Young University as we go to the top of the third inning in a two-run ball game. South Sevier leading Beaver 3-1 in this one-loss semifinal game. And the Rams will bring the 2, 3, and 4 batters to the plate this inning. Peyton Ingram, Biggs Northrup, and Kenyon Okerlund. If they get to the fourth batter, that will be Cameron Hesse. Ty Blomquist on the mound for Beaver. Misses in the dirt outside to Ingram for ball 1.
Peyton came into the day hitting .443, 6 home runs, 39 runs driven in.
There's the 1-0 delivery. Stays low for ball 2. Orton trying to frame it to get the call. Doesn't get it. 2-0 hitters count for Ingram.
Yep, had that single back in the first and scored on the hit by Biggs Northrop.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball. Stays up and away for ball 3. So a 3-0 count to Ingram. Trying to be careful with Ingram here leading off the inning. 3-0 pitch. That one's right down the middle. Fastball, strike 1. Hitters count now for Ingram. He's back in on the right side. Blomquist working quick. 3-1 delivery. Swung on. Chopper to the left side. Backing up at third. Is Anzalone. Fields it. Throw to first is not in time. Peyton Ingram beats it out for the infield single to third to lead the inning off for the Rams.
Yep, good job. He got out of the box quick and hard, and we talked about the surface here. Maybe just a little quicker for your base runners, too. And you can't set back on the baseball like that at third base. You're going to have to try and charge that thing. You're going to get the true hops. And,
we talked about it last year, and one of the biggest things I saw in a difference between 2A State and 3A State was 3A had those third basemen all the way up at the bag all game long. They didn't want to risk having those type of infield singles get hit, where in 2A we've seen them play almost in shallow left field sometimes.
Yep, and that's where he's at right now.
First pitch to Northrop missed. Second one, a deep fly ball to center field. Hollingshead settles underneath it and makes the play. Ingram tagging, and a good throw from Hollingshead will have him go back to first base. So 1 out in the inning, and F8 for Northrop for out number 1.
I thought he was going to go ahead and go. And the throw was off up the right field side, and probably would have been able to get in there.
But not worth getting the second out at second base here in the inning with Kenyon Okerlund, your cleanup hitter at the plate. Blomquist, Okerlund's going to square to bunt, drop it on the first base side, and that one's going to roll foul. And with a smooth surface, there's no lip of the grass. Makes it pretty clear that that was not going to be able to kick back fair.
Nope. Okerlund knew that. He kind of slowed up on the baseball.
So an 0-1 count to Okerlund.
He was loping just in case. He had a good look at it in case it did start to curve over there, but maybe a little wind might have made a difference.
The 0-1 pitch, swinging away this time, ground ball back in the middle. Carter fields it, the flip to second in time, throw to first is not in time. So a 4-6 fielder's choice hit into by Kenyon Okerlund for out number 2. That'll bring Cameron Hesse to the plate with 2 outs and 1 on.
Cameron, .438 hitter, a home run, 28 runs driven in.
He stands in on the right side.
So you give away to the leading base stealer, Kenyon Okerlund, with 22 coming in.
He's got about a 2.5-step lead at first. First pitch. It's on the outside half. Strike 1.
Cameron Hesse, the DH today.
A little bigger lead from Okerlund. 0-1 pitch. Caught the edge for a called strike 2 on the outside half or an 0-2 count. Blomquist will take the sign from Orton behind the plate. 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Misses high and away for ball 1. Pretty good spot, though, right there from Blomquist.
You bet, a great spot.
Almost the same spot as the last pitch, but just rose it up a little bit, and Hesse didn't bite. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good block by Orton to hold Okerlund at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Hesse.
I've been impressed with the work of Orton behind the plate.
2-2 count. Blomquist sets. Next pitch misses high and away for ball 3, and Hesse, with his patience, able to fall down 0-2 and work it back to a full count.
Well, he's recognizing the tail on that fastball, and on that outside portion, it's going to tail away from him, and he took a chance.
Okerlund will take off on the pitch with 2 outs and a full count. The pitch from Blomquist. That one misses low for ball 4, and Hesse will head to second or to first. Okerlund heads to third because Orton came up throwing. I'm not sure he realized that it was 2 outs and a full count. He threw to center field, and as a result, Okerlund goes 2 bags on the play.
Yep, good heads up. by Okerlund. We talked about the speed.
And that's just a mistake by Orton, not realizing if it's a strikeout, inning's over. If it's a walk, he's there anyways.
You know, and we've talked about this. Quick calls from your umpire, especially with 2 strikes, you need that. And I didn't see.
But again, full count, there's no reason to throw ever.
Yeah, nope.
Because it's either the inning's over or he walked, and the runner gets there anyways.
You're true. That's true.
First pitch to Jagger Red, misses high for ball 1. Runners on the corners here for South Sevier with 2 outs.
That's true. Jagger has a chance.
Got time called by Coach Carter as he steps out of the dugout for Beaver. Brings the infield in.
Let's talk things over. Got Cameron Hesse there at first base. He's got 5 stolen bases. See how they choose to play it here on the offensive side. And Coach Carter tries to get inside the head of Coach Eric Baker, figure out what it is he's going to do.
So at first is Hesse. Third base is Okerlund for South Sevier. 2 outs in the inning. Coach Carter out of the mound right now with his team. Taking a look at the Beaver softball team. In the bottom of the second inning, they lead Duchesne 6-1. They were leading Duchesne earlier this weekend, and Duchesne ended up coming back to beat Beaver. And then Beaver turned around and beat Enterprise for the first time in 18 years in softball. They're trying to get back to play South Sevier, who's awaiting the winner of that game in the softball state championship.
Well, streaks are made to be broken.
That's right. Coach Carter heads back to the dugout. 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. South Sevier with 2 on. Jagger Red at the plate with a 1-0 count. Blomquist comes set from the stretch. The 1-0 pitch. That one's on the outside edge for a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good location there on that pitch from Tyke Blomquist.
Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball. Stays out for a ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Started out and stayed out there. He's got more of that 12-6 drop.
Blomquist comes set. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, line drive into right center field for Jagger Red. That'll drive in a run. Hesse will hold at second, but it's an RBI single, and it's now 4-1 South Sevier. Okerlund scores from third.
That good piece of hitting there by Jagger Red. Just hit that ball where it's pitched.
Brace Brindley comes to the plate, hitting from the right side. First pitch swinging. Fly ball down the right field line, giving chase is Blackner. That one's going to drop for a base hit as it rolls all the way to the wall. 1 run comes in. Jagger Red chugging around third. He's going to come in to score, and Brindley slides in the third with a 2-run triple down the right field line. His hot state tournament continues. 6-1, South Sevier.
Yep, good piece of hitting there by Brace Brindley. He's been hot. He just went with the pitch all the way and had a little trouble down there in the corner.
So it brings Riker Freeman to the plate. First pitch misses up and in, ball 1. So all 3 runs coming with 2 outs here for South Sevier.
Riker put a charge in one in his first time at bat, just got too much under it.
Tried to put a charge in that one with a big swing and a miss. Strike 1, 1-1 count. The 1-1 from Blomquist. Misses low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Got the outfield shifted a little bit to a pole, but Riker's been doing a good job this year of using the whole field.
Yes, he has.
Home plate umpire talking to Tyke Blomquist on the mound. Might be that same warning you were talking about, licking the fingers and wiping it off. Blomquist out of the windup with a runner on third. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball through the 5-6 hole on the left side, and Freeman goes the other way and drives in a run with an RBI single. 7-1 South Sevier.
Good piece of hitting. Riker Freeman just hitting that ball where it's pitched, waited on that curveball, just slapped it between the 5-6 hole.
So that will bring Coach Carter out of the dugout, and a pitching change coming for the Beavers. We'll take the break with them. In the top of the third, it's now 7-1. South Sevier leads Beaver in this one-loss semifinal game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network at Centricom, Team Hive, V6 Media, and KSL Sports.
Riverton Chevy is more than just a dealership. For over 103 years, our family has proudly served this community because Utah is our home. Through our Everyday Champions program, we celebrate those who make our community stronger. Military, teachers, and first responders. Our local champions never pay for oil changes with the purchase of a new vehicle. Thank you for making Riverton Chevy your dealership for over a century. Visit us today in South Jordan or online at rivertonchevy.com. Still the Chevyweight champion.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan. Oh, come on, ref! That's simple human sense.
Call Corey Sorensen in Richfield or Cena Rasmussen in Salina for Sorensen Levitt Insurance. For more. We're back here at Brigham Young University. Robert Lovell with you alongside Willie Akers as the Beavers make a pitching change for the second time today. Third pitcher for Beaver is senior David Smith as he takes over on the mound. And it'll be Ty Blomquist going back to first base. And Raider Blomquist will go to shortstop. And so that's what we've got going on now here with this one. As you look at Raider Blomquist, we talked about him just being a player. So he starts the game in center field. We've seen him catch. He moves to first base. He goes to shortstop. And so Raider Blomquist all over the map, but he's one of those guys that certainly can do it, Willie.
You betcha. And, it's a quality that you need to have to play the game of baseball. You don't want to get stuck. And he works hard at all positions.
Houston Blake will be the first batter that David Smith faces. First pitch misses upstairs for ball one.
So Coach Daniel Carter trying to find somebody to get out there and dig up the tracks to slow down this runaway train.
Throw to first, not in time. Not much of a lead by Freeman at first base, but Smith just trying to catch him sleeping. So 1-0 count. Smith comes set. Next one will miss inside. 4-2 and a hitter's count for Houston Blake. Freeman about a step and a half, two-step lead at first as he extends it out. 2-0 pitch. This is outside, ball three. Second straight 3-0 count for Houston Blake. Coach Carter wants to know where that pitch was at.
7-1 you score here.
The 3-0. Swung on, ground ball back to the middle, off the glove of Smith. Blomquist charges, fields it, throw to first is in time. What a play by Raider Blomquist. That'll be the 1-6-3 putout for the third out of the inning. But South Sevier adds to their lead as they get 4 runs in the inning. They do so on 4 hits in the inning. 1 error committed by Beaver in the process, and 1 runner left on base through 2.5 innings of play. It is South Sevier 7, Beaver 1 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, V6 Media, and KSL Sports.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Marijuana has a lot of names, and even more opinions about it. It's a gray area. And even though we don't know everything about it, we do know that the adolescent brain is still under construction until early adulthood. A developing brain's gray matter, the stuff that lets kids think, analyze, and create, can be impacted by misusing cannabis at a young age. So talk to your kids. Let them know that gray matters.
To learn more, visit graymatters.utah.gov.
Marijuana has a lot of names, and even more opinions about it. It's a gray area. And even though we don't know everything about it, we do know that the adolescent brain is still under construction until early adulthood. A developing brain's gray matter, the stuff that lets kids think, analyze, and create, can be impacted by misusing cannabis at a young age. So talk to your kids. Let them know that gray matters.
To learn more, visit graymatters.utah.gov.
Back here at Brigham Young University as we go to the bottom of the third inning. South Sevier leading Beavers 7-1. And the Beavers will bring to the plate this inning the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Davin Orton, Raider Blomquist, and Gabe Robinson. If they get to the fourth batter, that is Andrew Hollingshead. Riker Freeman on the mound for South Sevier. Misses up. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball. Orton thought about it. Held off. Nope. First base umpire says he went around for strike one and a 1-1 count.
Yeah, Davin Orton got on by virtue of an error. We had originally scored it as a base hit, but official scorekeeper changed that to an error. So 0-for-1 on the game so far.
Here's the 1-1 from Freeman. Swinging a foul tip back to the screen for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I think both pitchers have shown a little bit of frustration with the strike zone thus far. Well, one pitcher for South Sevier and all 3 for Beaver so far.
1-2 count. Nobody on base here in the bottom of the third. No outs. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fly ball to left. Roberts had come in, now has to go back, and he will make the play for out number 1. An F7 for Davin Orton, fly out to left for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, he got into it, but just hit it right at the left fielder, Stockton Roberts.
And so that will bring to the plate Raider Blomquist now for the Beavers with 1 out, nobody on base.
Raider moving all over the field today. He's going to get his second chance. Popped up to the shortstop, first time up. Came in hitting .516, 2 home runs, 25 driven in.
First pitch from Freeman. Breaking ball. On the outside edge, strike 1.
It's number 42 for Riker Freeman. He needs a quick inning here. He plans on sticking around for 7. If the game goes 7.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is upstairs for ball 1 and a 1-1 count. One ball, 1 strike to Blomquist. Freeman out of the stretch. 1-1 pitch is swung on and fouled back out of play for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Riker just reared back through the hard one. Raider couldn't catch up to it. One ball, 2 strikes. There's 1 out. Bases are empty.
Pitch from Freeman. Breaking ball drops off inside and actually hits the foot of Blomquist, so Blomquist will head to first base on the hit by pitch.
So, first hit batsman of the ball game.
So with 1 out and 1 on, Gabe Robinson comes to the plate now for the Beavers.
Gabe Robinson, he flew out to just about as far as you could fly out and still fly out. His first time up down the right field line.
Yeah, put a charge in it. But Cannon Barney was there. Barney playing deep in right field with Robinson up. We've got Northrop playing deep in center field as well, right center field. First pitch. Fastball, strike 1.
Raider Blomquist with 9 stolen bases on the season.
The Beaver softball team is pouring it on Duchesne. Top of the third, they lead Duchesne 9-1.
Hey, sir, could you sit, please? Thank you.
0-1 pitch. Misses low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. But they called balk on it, so take that to a ball away and move Raider Blomquist into second base. So it remains an 0-1 count with 1 out. Freeman sets and checks Blomquist at second. The 0-1 pitch. Just low and in, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So we get to put the ball back up there.
Yes, we do. Robinson in on the left side. Freeman with a deep breath. The 1-1. Swung on, high fly ball to center field. Northrop coming in, Brindley going out. Northrop, it's going to end up bouncing in front of him right between the two. And Robinson finds a hole for a 1-out single. Runners on the corners now for the Beavers. And then Blomquist goes home as Southwood didn't get it in. And he slides in safely on the throw home. The Beavers take advantage of that South Sevier mental mistake, and it's now a 7-2 ball game.
Well, we talked about, mental mistakes. You don't keep track of that in the scorebook, although I got an M down here. I'm going to put 1 down here for him. And that's just what happens. A little frustration there by both Brindley and Biggs Northrop on the ball to hit between them. And Here's what happens. Got a heads-up play there by Raider Blomquist.
South Sevier infield gets together on the mound to discuss it as they got to build each other back up, settle each other down.
Carson Petty going to run.
So
a pinch runner.
Pinch runner for Gabe Robinson. This is an early pinch runner. Usually see coaches try to wait till about the 5th inning to get to that point, but when you want to re-enter a guy like Robinson. But Coach Carter is saying we need the runners now. Short lead at first. Freeman sets. Andrew Hollingshead at the plate. First pitch. This is low and away, ball 1.
Andrew came into the day hitting 275. Got base on balls his last time up. So 1 out. 7-2 is your score.
The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, chopped foul to the right side for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Seven runs, 8 hits, 2 errors so far for South Sevier. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Beaver Beavers.
Next pitch misses up and in. 4 ball, 2 balls, 1 strike. So
I'm not sure where that
they
error
must have
came
ruled
in.
an error on that play for Blomquist to come in.
That's going to be the only
thing that makes sense.
Yeah, the only thing. No, that's what they did yesterday. He ate.
2-1 pitch. Breaking ball on the inside half for a called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Hollingshead. 1 out with a runner on first. 1 run across in the inning for Beaver. The 2-2. Swung on, high pop-up, will stay in the infield. And Okerlund at third base calls for it, and he'll make the play for out number 2. So a P5 for Hollingshead. Pop up to the third baseman for the second out of the inning.
Well, Houston Blake, I don't think he saw it either. Because he was still looking down and looking around when when the third baseman, Kenyon Okerlund, came over in front of him. No clouds in the sky. We talked about it yesterday, and it's going to be some tough opportunities on them pop-ups like that.
Davis Carter stands in on the right side. He had the first hit of the day for Beaver. First pitch swinging here, flies 1 to left. Roberts drifts back, settles underneath it, and makes the play for out number 3. Enough 7 for Carter for the third out of the inning. But Beaver gets a run back as they score 1 run on 1 hit. 1 error committed by South Sevier, and 1 runner left on base. Through 3 innings of play, it is South Sevier 7, Beaver 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, V6 Media, and KSL Sports.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
1, 2, 3, let's go, let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Let's. Doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what you do. I know you can know. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
We go to the top of the 4th inning with South Sevier leading Beaver 7-2 in this 1-loss semifinal game. Winner moves on to play Kanab in the state championship, and the loser will have their season come to an end here on day 3 of the state tournament. South Sevier is at the top of the order here in the 4th. Cannon Barney, Peyton Ingram, and Biggs Northrup. If they get to the 4th batter, the cleanup hitter is Kenyon Okerlund. David Smith on the mound for Beaver, misses low for ball 1 to Barney.
Cannon walked and scored back into first, lined out to the first baseman.
Next pitch on the outside edge, strike 1. That was an L3-6 double play in that second lineup. He hit it hard. It was a great play by Raider Blomquist at first. Here's the 1-1. On the outside out, strike 2 to Barney, and a 1-2 count. Barney back in on the right side. Smith working out of the windup. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball hits him. So Cannon Barney will take the leadoff hit by pitch and head to first base for South Sevier.
So each of the pitchers, well, 2 of 4 pitchers in the game today have hit a batsman. Riker Freeman won, and now David Smith won.
Brings Peyton Ingram to the plate for the Rams. He'll stand in on the right side.
4th freebie, though, to go along with the 3 walks thus far in the ball game. Just 2 giveaways by, 3 got the error. Got to add an error to each one, so 5-3.
Ingram in on the right side as Barney takes the lead at first.
2 for 2 in the ball game.
Dives high fly ball to left field. Moving over is Wolf. Settles underneath it. Comes in now. Works his way left and it drops it off his glove. Barney will come into second. And reaching on the air is Peyton Ingram on a high fly ball. 2 on and no out here for South Sevier.
Yep, it's you got one up in the air. They're going to be tough to field out there.
So brings Biggs Northrop to the plate now for South Sevier.
Big 1 for 2 in the ball game. Double and a fly out center field.
He's in on the right side. First pitch from Smith. This is up and in, ball 1. With Barney at second, Ingram at first for the Rams. No outs here in the top of the 4th, leading Beaver 7-2. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Smith. Swung on. Line drive, fly ball into center field. Going back is Hollingshead, turns and makes the catch. Barney tagging will move up to third on the play, as it'll be an F8 for Northrop. Put a charge into it, but out number 1.
Yep. Peyton Ingram, he'd gone halfway like he should on something out there. Although had he tagged up, he might have been able to make it. That was, had Andrew Hollingshead still retreating as he caught the baseball, so he'd had to set and throw. Which he does have a good strong arm, but I like the odds getting there on that one.
Kenyon Okerlund at the plate. Watches ball 1 high and tight for the 1-0 count. Okerlund 1 for 2 in the game. He had the 12-foot single.
Yes, he did.
Baseline.
He's going to tell his girlfriend tomorrow. He should have seen the line drive he had on that one.
1-0 pitch. Strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Okerlund from Smith. Beaver down 7-2 here in the top of the 4th. South Sevier with runners on the corners, and now Gavin Orton comes out to give the defensive call for the 1st and 3rd situation. You settle back in behind the plate as Okerlund steps back in on the right side. Ingram about a 2-step lead at first. Next pitch hits him in the back. So Okerlund will head to first to load the bases for Cameron Hesse with 1 out in the inning.
Second hit batsman for David Smith.
Coach Baker's going to bring Hesse down the line to visit with him after Orton went out and talked to Smith on the mound. Your score here. South Sevier leads, and they're threatening to add to it with the bases loaded. Coach Carter's going to pull the infield in on the grass, or at least the green turf.
Yeah. The turf dirt.
Smith out of the windup. First pitch to Hesse. Misses up. Ball 1.
Hesse, a .438 hitter coming in. Home run, 28 runs driven in. Good speed on the bases.
There's the 1-0 pitch. Misses up. Ball 2 and a hitter's count now for Hesse. Runners will take their lead. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Swung on. Deep fly ball down the left field line. Tailing away, and it will go foul off the bottom of the wall.
Yeah, he hit right at the bottom of the wall there. Just a long, loud strike, though.
Strike 1. Hit it well. Right below the BYU Conference Championship years. So 2-1 count. Hesse back in on the right side. Barney at third, Ingram at second, Okerlund at first for South Sevier with 1 out in the inning. Infield pulled in. The 2-1 delivery from Smith. Nearly hits Hesse. Ball 3 inside.
Well, he's trying to establish that inside pitch to keep him from diving in on that ball, but so far he's hit two batsmen.
Here's the 3-1. Swung on, fly ball to left, drifting back is Wolf. Now comes in. He'll make the catch. Barney tagging. And Barney will come in to score on the RBI fly out by Cameron Hesse. Makes the score 8-2. 2 outs in the inning. Still 2 on for South Sevier.
Good job. Doing his job there from Cameron Hesse. Just got a little more under that one than he did the previous one. Previous one, he'd hit harder. This one, he just kind of got up. A little dip in his swing.
It's his second RBI fly out. Now Jagger Red stands in on the right side. Middle infield heads back, and infield as a whole heads back to their normal positioning for Beaver with 2 outs now. First pitch from Smith. Caught the inside edge on that one for a called strike 1.
Yeah, Raider Blomqvist had moved over behind, snuck in behind Peyton Ingram there at second base. I don't think Smith saw him.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will miss low for ball 1. Good block by Orton to hold the runners. 1 ball, 1 strike to Red.
One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners first and second.
Smith sets from the stretch, the 1-1. Swung on, ground ball to the right side. Carter at second fields it. Throw to first is in time for the 4-3 ground out and the 3rd out of the inning. But South Sevier adds to their lead as they get 1 run in the inning. They do so on no hits in the inning. 1 error committed by Beaver in the process and 2 runners left on base. Through 3.5 innings of play, we're halfway home, and it's South Sevier 8, Beaver 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Citricom, Team Hive, V6 Media, and KSL Sports.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Alvey Lumber in Manti and Monroe continues to offer great deals on shed, carport, and garage packages. You buy it and they will come and install it for you. This will be the easiest and best deal you will ever make. Alvey Lumber has lots of different types, sizes, and colors of shed, carport, and garage packages to fit your needs. For a free price quote and more information, stop by or call Alvey Lumber in Manti or Monroe, where the wood is good and so is the hardware.
Joe? As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Welcome back here to Brigham Young University as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning in an 8-2 ball game. South Sevier leading Beaver, and the Beavers will bring the 7-8-9 batters to the plate this inning. Kai Anzalone, David Smith, and Ty Blomqvist. If they get to the 4th batter, the leadoff hitter is Deegan Blackner. Riker Freeman on the mound for South Sevier.
Kai Anzalone, base hit back in the 2nd inning.
First pitch in the dirt, ball 1.
I was watching warm-ups. Riker Freeman looked like he's getting on top of that curveball a little bit better in the warm-ups. See if he can dial it in here.
Next pitch. This is low, ball 2, 2-0 count.
Up to 54 pitches now for Riker Freeman.
Hitters count here for Anzalone. 2-0 pitch. That one's right down the middle, strike 1.
Good spot there.
Freeman working out of the stretch. The 2-1 delivery. That one stays low for ball 3, so a hitter's count now for Kai Anzalone here to lead off the 4th inning for Beaver. Anzalone back in on the right side. The 3-1 delivery. Misses outside, so leadoff base on balls for Kai Anzalone as he reaches base for the 2nd time today and heads to first.
Yep, second base on balls. Giving up. by Riker Freeman.
And that brings David Smith to the plate.
He's also hit a batsman. Struck out one so far.
Going to throw to first. Not in time as Anzelon dives back safely. So Smith back in on the right side, awaiting pitch number 1 here from Freeman. We could lead at first for Anzelon. First pitch, right down the middle, strike 1.
Good lead there for Anzelon.
Throw to first again, just kind of a toss over by Freeman on that one. Not in time.
Showed just 2 stolen bases thus far for Kai Anzelon on the season. So he knows how.
The 0-1 swung on, line drive into left field is down for a base hit for David Smith. 2 on and no outs here for the Beavers.
David Smith trying to help his own cause. 5th hit in the ball game for the Beavers.
Now Beaver did this in the 2nd inning where the first 3 batters right in the same spot of the order got on base. They only ended up getting 1 run in the process, so they're going to try to get some more out here, down 6 runs, 8-2.
Number 25, Bridger Blackner, is going to run for David Smith. Speed up runner.
That'll bring Tig Blomquist to the plate.
Tig popped up to third base his first time up. Came in to see the game today, 278, 5 runs driven in.
Stands on the left side, 2 on here with no outs. Freeman works out of the stretch as he checks the runner at second. First pitch, right down the middle, strike 1.
Eight to 2's the score. Beaver, though, no outs, got runners at first and second.
There's the 0-1. He'll score to bunt and fouls it straight down for strike 2. 0-2 count now to Blomquist.
Canyon Oakland will retreat back. Kind of playing about even with the bag, maybe a step back. He'll work his way up just a little bit.
Now we got time called by Blomquist in the box, so he'll step out.
Yeah, Blomquist not hard to pick out with the pink gloves and pink sleeves.
And the pink shin guard.
Yeah, the handrail out here is blocking my view of the legs.
0-2 pitch is swung on, high pop up into shallow left center field. Blake drifts back at short and will make the play for out number 1. So a P6 for Blomquist, pop up to the shortstop for the first out of the inning.
Kind of a sigh of relief for Riker Freeman. Anything that goes high in the air like that's been kind of a mystery here in the tournament.
So it brings the top of the order to the plate, though, with Deegan Blackner with 2 outs, or 1 out and 2 on for the Beavers.
Deegan 0 for 2, came in at 291 with 16 runs driven in. Grounded out to second, popped up to first.
He stands in on the right side. Freeman working out of the stretch still. Checks the runners. First pitch breaking ball, misses high and away, ball 1.
Pitch number 65 right there for Riker Freeman. According to our monitor here, provided by V6 Media, out the U end of basin.
There's the 1-0 delivery. Swung on the high one, pops this one up in the infield. Houston Blake calls for it at shortstop. And infield fly rule was called as well. So a P6 for Blackner, pop up to the shortstop for the second out of the inning.
Well, Houston seems to be seeing the ball okay.
2 outs now, and Davin Orton coming to the plate with 2 on base.
Davin Orton 0 for 2, reached on an air, flew out to left field. Came in hitting 347, a home run, 17 runs driven in.
Freeman comes set. First pitch, misses way up.
Ooh.
Ingram out of his crouch, had to quickly get to his feet to catch that one for ball 1. Runners take their lead. 1-0 pitch. That one's in there for a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Bottom of the fourth inning here. 8-2 is the score.
Freeman comes set as he checks the runners with 2 outs and 2 on. 1-1 pitch. Misses high and away for ball 2. 2-1 count now to Davin Orton.
Yeah, just pretty much everything wild is wild high for Riker Freeman today. Just maybe put a little extra on it.
The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good curveball there.
So, deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on here in the bottom of the fourth inning. South Sevier leading Beaver 8-2. South Sevier crowd cheering on their pitcher as Freeman comes set. The 2-2 delivery. Swinging a foul tip back to the screen as Orton battles to stay alive.
Good job. Kind of cut down on his swing that time.
The ball comes in from the umpire to Freeman.
8 runs, 8 hits, an error for South Sevier. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Beavers. As we play here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 2A state baseball championships from Larry H. Miller Field at BYU.
Kanab awaits the winner of this one for the state title. The 2-2 pitch, breaking ball. Misses outside for ball 3 and a full count now to Orton.
Be the 7th pitch to Davin Orton. Pitch number 72 for Riker Freeman.
Raider Blomquist stands on deck. With 2 on and 2 out. Runners will be taken off on the pitch. The 3-2. Swung on and fouled back to the screen as Orton continues to battle.
Be the 8th pitch in the at-bat to Davin Orton. That part of the strategy's worked so far to take Riker Freeman deep into the count and bring that pitch count up. Number 73 right there.
Again, the crowd clapping for Freeman. And time is called as Freeman delivers a good pitch, but Orton got time called beforehand. So count remains full.
There's at least one person in the stadium here that does not need the bullhorn.
You hear that strike call all around. 2 outs, 2 on. Runners will take off. The payoff pitch swung on and pops this one up. Does it stay in play? Ingram and Red giving chase, and that's going to get into the seats just behind the dugout as Orton continues to battle for Beaver.
The players may not be able to see them, but you can look down there and watch the fans as that ball nears them. Everybody, either you got them like water splashing, somebody's slapping the pond there. They're spreading out. Some of them are standing up trying to catch the baseball. Where's that Okerlund fella at? Justin Okerlund's cut 2 in the tournament.
Count remains full. Runners take their lead, and again, they'll take off on the pitch. The 3-2 from Freeman to Orton. Breaking ball, swinging a foul tip straight down as he continues to battle 4 foul balls since the 2-strike count.
Beat the 10th pitch in the at-bat. Him and Loam's wearing out Riker Freeman. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. 21 pitches he's seen from Riker Freeman in 3 at-bats. Sorry for counting to you out loud, folks, but that's the way the old guys got to do it.
Again, here's the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swinging a foul tip back to the screen as Orton continues to work Freeman.
Imagine that. 11th pitch in the at-bat. I think that's the farthest we've been thus far in the tournament, ain't it, Coach? Got Nolan Anderson over here to my right. Is going to join us for the championship ball game.
Again, the runners will take off. The payoff pitch again. Check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire for strike 3. And Orton will go down swinging on a breaking ball in the dirt for the 3rd out of the inning. 2nd strikeout of the game for Riker Freeman as Beaver threatens but they do not score. No runs on, 1 hit, no errors by South Sevier, and 2 runners left on base through 4 complete. It's South Sevier 8, Beaver 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team High, V6 Media, and KSL Sports.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W In my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
This is more than just a job. It's a culture, and it's how we do things here. Since 1932, our values of teamwork, accountability, and quality have driven us. There's nothing more precious than human life, and we all honor that responsibility. We are standing ready for when you need us, to serve you with our hearts, our minds, and our experience, and most of all, human connections.
Your home, life, and auto insurance deserve a winning team. Farmers Insurance Dan Cranny Agency introduces the newest member of the team, Gabe Cranny. Yep, it's now a doubleheader. But who needs insurance? If you own a home, farm, ranch, business, or have a spouse, children, or livestock, you need insurance. Get peace of mind with a winning team to make sure home sweet home stays that way. Call Dan or Gabe Cranny at Farmers Insurance in Richfield, 435-896-5453, 896-5453. America can depend on farmers.
My parents know.
Back here at BYU as we go to the top of the fifth inning in an 8-2 ball game. South Sevier leading Beaver. Brace Brimley, first pitch swinging, drives one into left field. Down for a base hit, his third hit of the game as he rounds first with a leadoff single.
3 for 3 for Brace Brimley, and the ninth for the South Sevier Rams in the ball game.
Brings Riker Freeman to the plate, and he'll be followed by Houston Blake if South Sevier gets to the fourth batter. The leadoff hitter is Cannon Barney as they go 7-8-9 this inning. And on the mound once again, David Smith for the Beavers.
Riker Freeman singled to left between the 5 and 6 holes last time up, line drive. Brace Brimley, 3 stolen bases on the season.
Freeman in on the left side.
Now Kai Anzalone sneaking over towards the shortstop.
First pitch swinging is Freeman. He flies this one into shallow left center field. Going back is Blomquist. Turns, lost his footing, and the ball, and it's going to land as a result. He barehands it. The throw to second is in time, as it'll end up being a unusual 6-4 fielder's choice hit into by Riker Freeman for out number 1.
Well, that's a new one. I don't think he lost it until he slipped out there. Turf reached up and grabbed him on that one.
In fact, back-to-back batters, we saw a Beaver player fall down. The left fielder slipped and fell when he was coming in on Brace Brimley's hit. That brings Houston Blake to the plate. First pitch, misses low for ball 1.
Houston Blake 0 for 1 in the ball game. Walked. He was part of that double play. No, and just the 1-6-2 is one that hit off the pitcher.
Next one misses up and away. So a 2-0 hitters count for Blake.
1 out. Riker Freeman still at first base there.
Next one misses up for ball 3, so a 3-0 count now to Houston Blake.
Riker with 8 stolen bases on the season.
Takes the lead at first, about a 2-step lead. And Smith's going to step off the mound. We get time called.
Everybody back in now. Smith toting the rubber.
Next one misses low for ball 4, and Blake will draw the 1-out base on balls. He heads to first. Second time he's reached today on a 4-pitch walk. 2 on now with 1 out for the top of the order with Cannon Barney coming to the plate.
First base on balls getting up by Mr. Smith at the third in the ball game. For the Beaver, here comes Coach Smith. Or
Coach
Carter, I mean.
Yep, Coach Carter's out of the dugout.
That's a movie. We're going to make our own movie here today. Coach Carter.
And let's see, they're going to get a pitching change here. Yes, they will. So we'll take the break for the pitching change. We're in the top of the 5th inning. South Sevier leads Beaver 8-2. The Rams have 2 on with 1 out. When we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, V6 Media, and KSL Sports.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
All right, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
This is more than just a job. It's a mission of caring. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. Beginning in 1932, we've been standing ready to serve our communities with trust, quality, and knowledge. And most of all, human connections.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Back here at BYU as Kai Anzalone takes over on the mound for Beaver, and the utility man Raider Blomquist playing his fourth position of the game, slides over from short to third. David Smith goes back to shortstop from the mound. So Anzalone, his first batter he'll face is Kenan Barney with 2 on and 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch is in there for a called strike to Barney. He stands back on the right side. Anzalone, right-handed pitcher for the Beavers. The 0-1 swung on, fly ball into center field. There is Hollingshead. He'll make the catch and gets it in quickly to hold Freeman at second base. So an F8 for Barney for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, good arm out there in center field. That's probably one of them, probably the strongest arm in the outfield. You don't want to challenge him when he's got a chance to set his feet like that.
Yeah. So it brings Peyton Ingram to the plate now with 2 outs and 2 on.
2 for 3 in the ball game. Came in hitting 443.
He's in on the right side here. First pitch from Anzalone. This is up and in, ball 1. He stands back in the right side as the runners take their lead. The 1-0. Check swing. Did he go around? First base umpire says he did not. Ball too high, 2-0 count.
Kai Anzalone, 3.41. 26 and 2/3 innings worked. Get the rest of the numbers here in just a second.
2-0 misses up and in for ball 3 and a 3-0 count now to Peyton Ingram.
25 strikeouts, 6 base on balls.
So 3 balls, no strikes. Runners take their lead with 2 outs. The 3-0. Caught the outside edge for a called strike 1. And the 3-1 hitters count now for Ingram.
Kind of stretched, still reliable on that one, rolled automatic.
Again, the runners will take their lead. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on, line drive, back of the middle is down for a base hit. Rounding third is Freeman, and he's going to get the stop sign as Hollingshead came up throwing all the way to home. So it'll load the bases for South Sevier with Biggs Northrop coming up and 2 outs here in the 5th.
Second hit in the inning, 10th of the ball game for South Sevier. They just keep swinging away.
Biggs Northrop comes to the plate. He's hit 2 hard in the center field along with a double down the left field line. Both the ones in the center were flyouts. First pitch on the inside edge, strike 1.
Biggs came into the day hitting 407.
Next one swung on, line drive through the 5-6 hole as he rips it off the bat. 1 run comes in. Blake rounds third. He's on his way home, and he will score on the 2-run single from Biggs Northrop. Make it 10-2. South Sevier leads here in the top of the 5th inning with 2 on and 2 outs. Ingram at second, Northrop at first. Kenyon Okerlund at the plate.
10-2.
Anzalone. First pitch. This is up for ball 1. That also means that the potential game-ending run, if South Sevier could hold Beaver in the bottom half, is on base.
Yes, it is.
The 1-0. Swinging a foul tip. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Canyon came into the day hitting .326, a home run, 23 runs driven in. 1 for 2 on the day. 1 for 3 on the day. No, 1 for 2. Hit by pitch in that last time up.
1-1. Reached for that one and fouls it back to the screen for strike 2.
Ain't nobody in the park rooting for a hit here more than Riker Freeman is. See if they can't get another run.
1-2, misses low and in for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sure, he'd like to get out here with 5 innings and leave a couple pitches in the tool bag.
Yeah, I'm sure. The 2-2. Swung on, pops this one foul to the right side, out of play as Okerlund battles to stay alive. Deuces are wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. And 2 across in the inning for South Sevier. Top of the 5th, 10-2. They lead Beaver. Okerlund in on the right side now. Anslone trying to get out of the inning. The 2-2 pitch. Misses low and away for ball 3 and a full count.
Yep, 2 outs, runners will be off. The track meet starts.
As the runners take off, here's the payoff pitch. Nope, he's going to try to pick him off, and Ingram, who got way early.
Boy, he almost got away with the balk move, too, and that's what Baker's talking about.
Yep.
He motioned home. He got away with one.
So Ingram is safe. The infielders weren't planning on it, so they weren't even close to the bag. So now payoff pitch from Anzalone. Swung on, line drive into center field. Hollingshead is there, and he'll make the play for out number 3. So an F8 for Okerlund, flat to center field for the 3rd out of the inning. But South Sevier adds to their lead as they get 2 runs in the inning. They do so on 3 hits. No errors committed by Beaver, and 2 runners left on base through 4.5 innings of play. It is South Sevier 10, Beaver 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team High, V6 Media, and KSL Sports.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking's #1 investment has been dependable truck drivers like you. That's why they provide their drivers with an opportunity to earn up to $75,000 a year driving state-of-the-art equipment. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers in Utah, San Pete, Sevier, Juab, Millard, Beaver, Iron, Carbon, and Emery counties. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
Riverton Chevy is more than just a dealership. For over 103 years, our family has proudly served this community because Utah is our home. Through our Everyday Champions program, we celebrate those who make our community stronger. Military, teachers, and first responders. Our local champions never pay for oil changes with the purchase of a new vehicle. Thank you for making Riverton Chevy your dealership for over a century. Visit us today in South Jordan or online at rivertonchevy.com. Still the Chevyweight champion.
Back here at Brigham Young University, Robert Lovell with you alongside Willie Akers as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning in a 10-2 ball game. South Sevier leading Beaver, and the Beavers will bring the 3, 4, and 5 batters to the plate this inning. Raider Blomquist, Gabe Robinson, and Andrew Hollingshead. If they get to the 4th batter, that will be Davis Carter. And Riker Freeman on the mound for South Sevier.
72 pitches coming into the inning.
First pitch to Blomquist. Breaking ball swung on. Line drive right at Kenyon Okerlund at third base for out number 1 and L5 for Blomquist for the 1st out of the inning.
Well, Raider, he jumped on it, but he hit it right at the man.
So that brings Gabe Robinson to the plate.
That one got there in a hurry.
Yes, it did.
Had a little smoke on it. I'm going to say that thing just about broke the sound barrier. Gabe Robinson He's hit the ball deep twice.
First pitch, that's a low ball one.
But not deep enough.
Nope.
F9, and then got on an error out there in center field.
No, it was a hit. It was a hit. The error, the run come in.
Yeah.
He got a single to center field on a bloop high pop up.
That's right.
Called strike one there to Robinson for a 1-1 count.
Our right too big to get all of that in one little square that they give us here.
Got time called. The umpire talking to Coach Carter down the third baseline.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Carter's been doing his share of talking to the old Blue, too.
One count. Yep. One ball, one strike, one out, nobody on base here in the bottom of the fifth. 10-2 your score. The 1-1. That one's going to miss low for ball two. 2 balls and a strike now to Robinson. Two-one count here for Robinson. The pitch from Freeman, breaking ball, stays up for ball 3 and a hitter's count for the cleanup hitter for the Beavers.
Yeah, Rucker just been having trouble finding that curveball today.
Defense playing Robinson deep and right. Swing and a miss there for strike 2 and a big swing from Robinson.
Yeah, he had a good hack at a fastball on the outer portion. Going to be hard to try and pull that one out there.
Pitch from Freeman, swung on, line drive, one hop, fielded by Brindley at second. Throw to first is in time for the 4-3 ground out and the second out of the inning.
Well, that's been 2 hard hit balls in the inning, but right at somebody. Beaver hoping to catch a break somewhere, and so far that just hadn't happened.
Brings Andrew Hollingshead to the plate now with 2 outs. Nobody on base here in the bottom of the fifth. 10-2 your score. Taking a look at the Beaver softball team. They're now in the bottom of the fifth inning in that game, and they lead Duchesne 13-4, trying to get the upset there.
Andrew Hollingshead 0 for 1 on the day.
First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1.
Came in hitting 275.
He walked in the second inning and scored the first run of the game for the Beavers before popping out to third in the third inning. 1-0 from Freeman. It's low for ball 2, and Freeman's not happy with himself on that one for a 2-0 hitter's count.
No. Pitch number 86 right there for Riker Freeman. If he can get out of this one in a hurry, he's going to have some pitches for another inning, but at the average, he's been going only 1 more inning. Got 110 available, so at 85, he's got how many left, Robert? You're going to have to do the math on that one for me. I'd have to use my fingers.
Well, 24 left.
Yep.
2-0 count. And the pitch from Freeman. Swung on, chopped to the right side, and Red able to field it with the glove behind first base and beat him to the bag for out number 3. And for the first time today, Freeman sets down the Beavers in order. 1, 2, 3 they go. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. Through 5 complete at South Sevier 10, Beaver 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom, Team Hive, V6 Media, and KSL Sports.
Hi, I'm Kaylin Trinidad, Miss Greater Salt Lake's team. I have a personal mission to turn heartbreak into hope and break the cycle of opioid addiction. 13 years ago, I lost my father to a medically induced opioid addiction. This experience opened my eyes to the opioid epidemic, affecting 1 in 3 U.S. families. For more information, go to knowyourscript.org. Together, we can combat the opioid epidemic.
In the beginning, glass repair meant a long trip to the city. Inconvenient, but it got the job done. Then came the big chains, quick but costly. Then Clear Sight Glass Solutions rolled into town. For 15 years, they've been making your life easier with mobile and in-shop services. Because they're local, and they genuinely care about keeping you safe on the road. They even recalibrate for new models. Visit them on Main Street or at clearsightglasssolutions.com. Keep it clear, keep it local with Clear Sight Glass Solutions in Nephi.
Mason Machinery takes vertical tillage to the max with the Turbo Max from Great Plains. With its hydraulically adjustable gang angle, the Turbo Max gives you lots of options. In the fall, you can run the machine at an angle to bury more residue. And in the spring, you can run it straight to create an excellent vertically tilled seed bed, all to help you achieve the best yields. Call Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora today to see what the Turbo Max can do for you. Mason Machinery in Great Plains. Harvest starts here.
Back here at BYU, as the Beavers have made a change, they've brought Mason Murdoch in to play third base, and Raider Blomquist will go to his fifth or sixth position in the game. Fifth position in the game as he heads to left field. He went from center field to first to shortstop to third, now to left field. So he's been a lot of places, that's for sure. First pitch or second pitch swinging is Cameron Hesse, flies this one into center field. Andrew Hollingshead is there for out number one as the Rams will bring the 5, 6, and 7 batters to the plate this inning. Hesse with the F8 for the first out will be followed by Jagger Red, then Brace Brindley. If South Sevier gets the fourth batter, that is Riker Freeman. And it is Kai Anzalone still on the mound for the Beavers.
Yep, Noah Wolf exits the ball game. That puts Mason Murdoch in the DH position, or in the number 10 position in the lineup.
Red stands on the right side. First pitch, swing, strike one.
That's almost illegal. You got to come in and play defense and don't get to swing.
The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike two to Red.
Not sure I'd go for that one. I said, no, I got a good, if I'm just going to watch when we're up batting, I'm watch right here.
The 0-2. Swung on and just got a piece of it, did Red, to stay alive. Right now, Anzalone just rearing back and bringing fastballs.
Here it is, hit it. I'm just saying, here it is, hit it, but hit it at one of my players. 10 runs, 11 hits, an error for South Sevier. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Beavers here. Top of the 6th inning.
Here's the 0-2 again to Red. Swung on, flies this one into shallow right field. Now it's going to drop in for a base hit as Blackner started coming in, then realized he wasn't going to get there, and it's a one-out single for Jagger Red.
Because we've seen some of them hops, you get them up there like that turf hop, you just never know what it's going to do. So he played it safe. 12th hit in the ball game for the South Sevier Rams.
Brace Brindley comes up next. He is 3 for 3 in the game, is Brindley.
Crew Winkle going to run for Jagger Red.
So they bring in one of the sophomores.
Sure, Jagger will re-enter.
First pitch from Anzalone to Brindley, misses low and away, ball one.
Crew Winkle, 3 stolen bases on the season.
One 0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike one, throw down to first. Not in time as Winkle dives back safely. So 1-1 count.
Brace came into the ball game hitting .324. He's just been continually raising his batting average during the tournament here.
Throw over to first, not in time as Winkle dives back safely again.
Crew, I think I'd shorten up by about a half step and save your body.
So 1-1 count. Anzalone sets. There's the pitch to Brindley as Winkle takes off. Swing and a miss, strike two. Throw to second is not in time as Winkle slides in safely to throw a little bit offline. And it puts a runner in scoring position here for the Rams with a 1-2 count to Brace Brindley.
4th stolen base for Crew Winkle on the season.
Brindley in on the right side again, 3 for 3 in the game. Has a 1-2 count here with 1 out. Runner on second and a 10-2 South Sevier lead. Ground ball to the left side, fielded at third by Murdoch. Throw to first is in time. Throw back to third, not in time as Winkle moves up on the play. It's a 5-3 ground out for Brindley for the second out of the inning.
Good heads up base running there by Crew Winkle. get over to third base, 90 feet away for that 11th run.
Brings Riker Freeman to the plate now for the Rams, hitting out of the left side.
Riker flew out to center field, singled, and safe on a fielder's choice.
Anzalone out of the windup now. First pitch swinging, ground ball right back to Anzalone. Nice play, throw to first in time for the 1-3 ground out and the third out of the inning. South Sevier gets a runner on, but they do not score. No runs on one hit, no errors by Beaver, and one runner left on base through 5.5. South Sevier 10, Beaver 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team High, V6 Media, and KSL Sports.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you to be at the top of your game. At Intermountain Health Sevier Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Our health professionals and staff are waiting to serve you and your loved ones. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Get ready for the first ever Strata Networks two-man best ball tournament happening May 15th at the Roosevelt City Golf Course. Pick your partner and your tee time, then come enjoy a new format supporting a great cause. There's a registration gift, food, and a whole lot of fun waiting on the green. All proceeds go to a local charity, so it's golf for good. Sign up today at strata.click/golf. Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Welcome back here to BYU at Miller Field as we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. South Sevier leading Beaver 10-2 in this one-loss semifinal game. Winner moves on to play Kanab in the state championship. The Beavers bring the 6, 7, and 8 batters to the plate this inning with Davis Carter followed by Kai Anzalone and David Smith. If they get to the fourth batter, that is Ty Blomquist, and Riker Freeman on the mound for South Sevier. Misses high and away for ball 1 to Carter. Next pitch is fouled back to the screen, strike 1.
Came into the inning with 87 pitches.
Carter's hit it pretty well twice. He had the first hit of the game for Beaver back in the second inning, then flew out to left. 1-1 curveball, misses high and away, ball 2.
Well, he's still at least showing the curveball. He just ain't dialing it in.
2-1 pitch is swung on, high fly ball into center field. Northrup works his way in on the Y logo and makes the play for out number 1. So an F8 for Carter, flat to center field for the first out of the inning.
Yep, just got under that one.
Bring Kai Anzalone to the plate now for the Beavers.
Anzalone trying to help himself out. He is the pitcher of record right now for the Beavers.
First pitch, breaking ball. On the outside edge, strike 1.
1 for 1 on the day. Single and a walk. Stranded at second both times.
Nobody on base here in the bottom of the sixth. 1 out. The 0-1 pitch. That one's way outside in the dirt for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Freeman comes set. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
He's right back through that one by him.
Makes it a 1-2 count. With 1 out here in the inning. Crowd trying to get behind Freeman. The 1-2 pitch. Misses low for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that the percentage of his curveball that he's got over today is going to be around 10%.
Yeah. He hasn't had it dialed in, but been able to still do enough to have the 10-2 lead here. Ground ball to the right side. Brindley moves over, fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the 4-3 ground out and the second out of the inning.
Second out, the 96th pitch. If he'd get a quick one here, he'd be able to at least get into the 7th inning. 7th inning is going to be 9-1-2 for the Beavers in their batting order.
If they don't get there today in this inning with David Smith at the plate, 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch, swung on and fouled back to the screen, strike 1. Smith has the last hit of the game for Beaver back in the 4th inning. A single into left. Freeman has retired 8 straight since then. Next pitch will miss out. 4 ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Freeman again sets out of the stretch. 2 outs, nobody on base. Here's the 1-1. This is low to Smith for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Here comes pitch number 100 for Riker Freeman.
2-1. Stays low and away, ball 3. Hitters count now for Smith. Three balls, 1 strike. Freeman comes set. A 3-1 delivery. Swung on, fly to the right side, foul and out of play for strike 2, and a full count now to David Smith. Well, looking at that Beaver softball game, that one's getting real interesting as Duchesne, I think, just hit a grand slam to make it a 1-run game.
Hey, never say never, huh?
That's right. The payoff pitch here will be low for ball 4, and David Smith will draw the 2-out base on balls. He heads the first to bring Ty Blomquist to the plate for the Beavers.
I show that as the 3rd base on balls for Riker Freeman. Just the 1 strikeout. That came back in the 4th inning. But like you say, he's ahead 10-2 on the scoreboard.
Yes,
and
he is.
That's what matters.
Ty Blomquist in on the left side. First pitch on the inside edge, strike 1.
Left on left.
Blomquist is over 2, popped out to third and popped out to short. Next one misses low for ball 1 and a 1-1 count. Smith at first takes about a 1.5 lead is all.
4 stolen bases on the season.
Line drive down the right field line will curve foul from Ty Blomquist and bounce into the bullpen for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ty put good aluminum on it. About said good wood, but it'd be fibbing to y'all. It's just foul. Hooked down there into the bullpen. Down the first baseline.
He stands back into the left side as he chokes up on the bat with a 2-strike count. The 1-2 from Freeman. Swung on and he fouls this one back to the left side, out of play. Lives to fight another pitch. 106 now for Freeman on the day. The 1-2 swung on and fouled back out of play again from Blomquist. That one hit the roof, and then you could hear the crowd yelling as it was rolling back down at him.
Some people just got nothing to do at the ball field, don't they?
2 outs, runner on first. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball. Just stays up for ball 2. Freeman wanted it, didn't get it, and it's a 2-2 count.
7th pitch in the at-bat. And more, yeah, and if he goes 1 more pitch, that's going to be the last one. If he can work it full here, Ty Blomquist will wear all the pitches that Riker Freeman has available.
2-2, swung on, line drive into right field, is down for a base hit. Smith rounds at second, on his way to third. Barney is up throwing, tries to get him out at third, and as a result, taking second base is Ty Blomquist. So 2 in scoring position now for the Beavers with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th and the top of the order coming up.
Well, he's got one pitch left. So I guess you could look at it as Lundqvist did him a favor. He's going to be able to face one more batter. But put the third and fourth run possibilities out there on the bases. We're back to the top of the order with Deegan Blackner.
That Beaver Duchesne softball game is now tied. 9 runs in the 5th for Duchesne to tie it at 13. Winner of that one plays Sal Sevier in the softball state championship. Winner of this one between Sal Sevier and Beaver plays Kanab in the state championship. As Blackner stands in on the right side.
Sal Sevier looking to double dip in the championship bracket.
First pitch. Slowing in, ball 1.
Riker kind of holding his hand up like, where was that one?
It was low and in.
Well, I heard you say that, and he was going. He might say it louder out there. Tell him, low and in.
2 outs and 2 on. The 1-0 pitch. Misses up for ball 2 and a hitter's count now for Deegan Blackner.
And they say it louder for the guy in the back of the bus. Well, say it louder for the guy on the bump. This will be the last hitter that Riker Freeman can face regardless of what happens here.
That time called at the plate by Blackner. Runner standing off the bag, neither of them being held on. With 2 outs, the 2-0 pitch, breaking ball. And this is high and away for ball 3 and a 3-0 count now to Blackner. Of course, first base is open with Davin Orton standing on deck. Beaver trying to find a 2-out rally here, down 10-2. The 3-0 from Freeman misses low for ball 4, and Freeman will walk Blackner to load the bases. And he's out of pitches, so a pitching change coming for Sal Sevier. And we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Sal Sevier leads Beaver 10-2. The Beavers, though, have the bases loaded. There's 2 outs in the inning when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom at Team Hive, B6 Media, and KSL Sports.
It's up for the perfect solution to jumpstart your outdoor adventure. Whether you're tearing up the back roads or backcountry, driving the trails or highways of Utah, or making waves on the waterways with family or friends, it's high time you experience the unsurpassed excitement destination at the Jorgensen Auto Group. Jorgensen Chevrolet and from Jorgensen Ford and Jorgensen Power Sports in Richfield will make sure you're properly outfitted. That's Jorgensen Auto Group. Jorgensen Chevrolet from Jorgensen Ford, Jorgensen Power Sports Richfield, thrill seekers wanted.
Barrett's Foodtown has been your hometown grocer since 1935, earning your business every day with its fast, friendly, and convenient services. Barrett's meat department is second to none. You don't have to call someone out of the back room to get that special cut of meat you desire and deserve. You don't have to play card games or put up with troublesome gimmicks. You save money every time you shop Barrett's Foodtown. Barrett's Foodtown supports local schools and sporting events. Shop Barrett's Foodtown in Salina or click on barrettsfoodtown.com or follow Barrett's on Facebook.
We're back here at BYU as Brace Brindley will take over on the mound for Riker Freeman. Riker Freeman left the game to a standing ovation as he gives one more big wave to the crowd. We're trying to get them to stay pumped up. And he leaves after pitching 5 2/3, giving up those 2 runs. Of course, he's responsible for the 3 runners on base now. But Riker Freeman didn't have his best stuff today, but still did a lot of good for South Sevier.
They limited it to five hits. 2 runs thus far. He's got 3 out there that could still be charged to him. We can see what happened here. But Brace Brindley comes in with a 1.27 ERA. 11 innings of work, 23 strikeouts, 12 base on balls.
And Brindley pitched well on Thursday morning. He had some unearned runs that got charged to him after some errors by Sal Sevier. But Brindley really did a pretty good job in that game.
Got a good curveball. He's got a fastball that's going to tail away from your right-handers here. Comes kind of from that 3/4 slot, slings it in there, does a good job of hiding the baseball, and all of a sudden it's upon you.
First batter that Brindley will face for Beaver is Davin Orton with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Sal Sevier leading Beaver 10-2.
Davin Orton came in, hit 347, 0 for 3 in the ballgame.
Brindley working out of the windup. Takes a sign from Ingram. Here's the first pitch to Orton. Right down the middle, strike 1.
Well, that's what you want. come in, throw strikes. Make him swing the bat.
Shakes off the side, takes the next. Here's the 0-1. Misses up and in for ball one and a 1-1 count.
Base is full of Beavers here. They're down by 8.
1-1 curveball on the inside edge for a called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Orton. Beavers trying to mount a 2-out rally, down 8 runs with the bases loaded. Brindley trying to shut the door here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-2 pitch. On the outside edge for a called strike 3, and Davin Orton will go down looking for the 3rd out of the inning. First strikeout of the game for Brace Brindley as the Beavers load him up but do not score. No runs on 1 hit in the inning. No errors committed by Sal Sevier, and 3 runners left on base through 6 complete. It's Sal Sevier 10, Beaver 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers statewide, including Beaver, Millard, Sevier, San Pete, Juab, Carbon, Emery, Utah, and Salt Lake counties, as well as many other locations. The job includes a home daily schedule, excellent pay, benefits, training, retirement, a positive work environment, and requires a Class A CDL license with doubles endorsement. To apply, go to barneyjobs.com. That's barneyjobs.com.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
San Pete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, San Pete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. San Pete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026 or go to sanpetesteel.com.
Back here at BYU as we go to the top of the 7th and final inning. Houston Blake grounds one to the right side, fielded by Carter at second. Throw to first is in time for a 4-3 ground out to start the 7th inning for Sal Sevier. It's the 9-1-2 batters this inning. Blake will be followed by Cannon Barney, then Peyton Ingram. If they get to the 4th batter, that is Biggs Northrup. Kai Anslone on the mound for Beaver. Has 1 out, nobody on base. Barney stands in. First pitch, breaking ball on the inside half. Strike 1.
Cannon Canyon 0 for 2 on the day.
0-1. Another breaking ball. That one missed in for ball 1 and a 1-1 count.
Base on balls and hit by pitch.
1-1 pitch, swung on, line drive through the 3-4 hole for a base hit for Cannon Barney, and he has the 1-out single into right field.
13th hit in the ball game for the South Sevier Rams.
So Peyton Ingram comes to the plate.
Peyton 3 for 3. No, 3 for 4 on the day. Came in hitting 443. He raised that a little bit.
First pitch on the outside edge, strike 1. Anzalone comes set, the 0-1 pitch. That was going to be in the dirt outside for ball 1 and a 1-1 count. Barney takes the lead at first. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to the left side. Fielded at third by Murdoch. Throw to second is in time. Throw to first is not in time. So a 5-4-3 fielder's choice hit into, or a 5-4 fielder's choice, hit into by Peyton Ingram. Barney out at second for the second out of the inning. Brings Biggs North up to the plate with 2 outs. 1 on here in the top of the 7th. South Sevier leading 10-2.
Biggs 2 for 4 on the day.
First pitch on the outside half, strike one. 4 RBIs for Northrop in this game. Ingram takes a lead at first. The 0-1 pitch, swung on, chopped foul to the left side. 4 strike 2 and an 0-2 count. Anzalone steps off the mound as he resets. Ingram heads back to first. Northrop didn't move. He stays in the box. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, chopped foul again, just foul down the third base line. Hit hard, but foul for Northrop. Little pause in the action as that ball needed to get retrieved down the left field line. Ingram about a 2.5 step lead. The 0-2 swung on, fouled back into the seats.
Look out, guys.
As Northrop battles again.
Biggs came into the day hitting .407. 3 home runs, 22 runs driven in. He's added to that. I haven't updated my poll.
Northrop another foul ball down the left side. 3 foul balls since the 2-strike count, and all you've seen his strikes. No balls thrown yet.
He's been unkind to them little white balls so far.
The 0-2. Swung on, chopper to the right side. Carter moves over, bobbles it, picks it up. Throw to first is in time for the 4-3 ground out and the 3rd out of the inning. As South Sevier gets a hit, but they do not score. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base through 6.5. South Sevier 10, Beaver 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Team Live, Centricom, V6 Media, and KSL Sports.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center. I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people. And many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com. Homes aren't.
We're back here at BYU as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Beavers as they trail South Sevier at 10-2 in this one-loss semifinal game. A loser has their season end. Winner moves on to play Kanab in the state championship. And the Beavers are at the heart of the order, 3-4-5 batters this inning. And Raider Blomquist, first pitch swinging right back up the middle past Brace Brindley for a leadoff single. Blomquist will be followed by Robinson, then Hollingshead, and if they get to the 4th batter, that is Davis Carter. And again, it's Brace Brindley on the mound in relief for Riker Freeman. Blomquist starts it off with that single.
7th hit I have for the Beavers.
6th. First pitch to Robinson, swung on, ground ball to the left side, fielded by Blake at short, flip to second in time, throw to first is in time for the 6-4-3 double play, 2 outs and nobody on for Beaver. Brings Andrew Hollingshead to the plate now for the Beavers. Last shot.
Flashing a little leather there.
Blake to Okerlund to Red. As Kenyon Okerlund replaced his cousin Brace Brindley at second base. Hesse moved in to replace Okerlund at third. First pitch to Hollingshead. Misses for ball one. The South Sevier crowd can feel it. They've come to their feet here at Miller Ballpark, Miller Field. 1-0 pitch. That one misses high and away for ball two and a 2-0 hitters count.
You can go ahead and call it Miller Ballpark. Just don't ask Google for Miller Ballpark.
The 2-0 pitch, swung on, line drive to third. Hesse bobbles it, picks it up. Throw to first is in time for the 5-3 play, and Brindley sits him down in order. And for the third year in a row, the South Sevier Rams and Kanab Cowboys will square off in the 2A Baseball State Championship as Beaver has their season come to an end. Your final score, 10-2, South Sevier over Beaver.